Hey guys, it's Lauren. Thanks again for being here. For this video, I'm going to be talking empties. I've got quite a bit of stuff in front of me to talk about that I've used up. It's been a hot minute since I've done an empties video. I think the last one I did was like in the springtime, and even then I didn't even get through all of the stuff that I had finished. So yeah, I just have a lot of garbage to talk about, so I'm gonna get into it. I'm in a different setup than normal. I'm in my like guest room, office, essentially storage closet, just trying to figure out a good way to film with limited lighting in the day. So I popped on a light, so hopefully this looks okay, but let's get into the garbage. I'm looking at this stuff and it's like actually like a lot of cleansers, which makes sense. I go through quite a bit of cleansers. I'll pick out these two here right quick like to talk about. These are the two Indie Lee cleansers. This one here is the Brightening Cleanser, and then this guy in the lovely plastic bag was the Rosehip Cleanser. It met a premature demise by dropping in my bathroom, which is one of the things that is why it's scary to have glass in the bathroom. But luckily I was not hurt, and only minimal product was lost, since it was like this just down to the little nubbins that was left. But I enjoy both of these cleansers. The Brightening Cleanser is the I believe it's the strawberry scented one. It has the strawberry extract in it, so it's supposed to be very brightening, lightly exfoliating. It smells really light, smells really nice. This is just a really nice cleanser. I wouldn't use this very often though, because it does have that the enzyme in it, the sort of chemical exfoliant that it could do that added the brightening. So using that pretty regularly would be kind of annoying on my skin. So I just kind of pop this out here and there. So it took me longer to finish than most cleansers, but I still really enjoyed it. I might repurchase, but this just really isn't something I would use all that often. So I'm happy that I tried it, but I'm not entirely sure if I would buy it again. But I think a lot of people would love this. So yeah, that's a good one. And then the Rosehip one, this sad little thing, I have already repurchased. This is, I believe this is their vegan or their gluten-free one. I think this is gluten-free and that one's not. But this is the rose-based one, so it's definitely a little bit more soothing, slightly on the more like moisturizing sort of side of things. But it's still, the thing I kind of like about their cleansers is if you really liked foamy cleansers, but you're like trying to get away from them, they're kind of like a good bridge away, because they're this nice like gel-like consistency that like slightly foams up, or it creates more of like a milky slip on the skin that isn't like tightening and stripping on the skin. It just it feels very clean. So I really like the rose one. I have repurchased. It smells really nice, feels really good. I love Indie Lee cleansers. I love a lot of Indie Lee products. They have a very curated collection of stuff. Yeah, and then just gonna pick random dude. This guy, another cleanser. It's gonna be a cleanser full video. This is the Heimish All Clean White Clay Foam. I actually got this around this time last year. It was like in some haul video. Yeah, and this took me a little while to use up. I ended up using this a lot in the summer, and I ended up using it a lot on my body. This is definitely more of another one of those little bit hardier style cleansers than I would use on the regular, so that's why this also took a long time. So it does foam up, and it has white clay, so it's kind of like a detoxing, whatever that actually means, but it's just kind of like a it would be like a good one to use if you're like really grimy, really sweaty, you got like a lot of like gunky sebumness, but then you know you really have to like nurture your skin after you use something like this, because it can be a little intense. I am kicking myself for not doing pH strips, which I just bought recently. I'm kicking myself for not pH testing this before I finished it, which I bought the pH strips. I have not used them yet, but I have like I have intentions to see. I think that would be interesting. And then another cleanser. This is one I have repurchased several times. I have not, or I have purchased several times. I have not repurchased since I'm on like trying to use some things up, but I will totally be repurchasing this in the near future. This is the Trilogy Cream Cleanser. This has rosehip in it, evening primrose. It has carrot seed. I think it has, what other oils? I think it has like jojoba, just a bevy of nice, very antioxidant rich, very, very gentle on the skin. They have a gentle version, which I haven't tried. I think I would have, but I like the regular one so much that I never really like sought it out, because I found this to be really gentle. This is a really nice cream cleanser. If you're like in a really cold climate, you need something very nurturing, very soothing, very anti-inflammatory on the skin, I would look into this. It has a really lovely, intoxicating scent. This is one of those cleansers that, you know, I would just kind of like leave on for a little bit, and it would, before I would wash it off, and be very moisturizing. I really like doubling up my cleansers as masks. Some are very like, a little bit more marketed towards being able to do that than others, especially more balm cleansers, but you can definitely get a little bit more bang out of some of your cleansers if they have a lot of like very creamy moisturizing properties in it, or like the Enzyme, like the brightening one. If I felt like I wanted a little bit more of the enzyme action on my skin, I would let it hang out on there for a little bit longer. So yeah, this it's a really lovely guy. I will totally be repurchasing. I usually only buy it when it's on sale or on promo at Whole Foods, because this can be like a on the pricier side, but when you can get it for like $5 off, it's like totally worth it. And then also cleanser wise, another one that's really great to double up as a mask is the Oskia Renaissance Cleansing Gel. This has vitamin A, C, E. It has pumpkin enzymes in it. It has rosehip in it, as a bunch of other things. This is like a cult classic. This is a pricey dude, something that I definitely will be repurchasing down the line, but just not anytime soon, because it is definitely more of a luxury cleanser. But if you are like a skincare into skincare kind of person and you haven't tried this, I think it's worthwhile, because it's a cult classic for a reason. It is a like a gel, a very like gel, almost like honey, like thick honey gel type texture that goes onto the skin. You use it on dry skin and you work it in and you add water, and then it emulsifies and it turns from a gel into more of like a really nice oil cleanse. So it's good at taking off makeup. It's more definitely of a cleanser for like a low makeup day. It's not like something that's gonna like destroy, get rid of all of your makeup, but it will get rid of some light bases. But because it is a more expensive product and it has such a really nice formula, I rarely would ever use that this for that. So I would use it as like a nice second cleanse, or mainly as a morning cleanse. And because it has those enzymes in it, it's one of those things that you could put on your face, let hang out for a little while, and get a little little exfoliation from it as well. And really gentle for something that has enzymes in it. Very hydrating, lovely, lovely guy. Totally worth looking into if you've never tried it. I feel like there's some skincare items that are super hyped and super cult, and you can be like, meh, whatever. But there's some that it's like, it's worth trying just once to see how you like it, because it's so lovely. I'm gonna take a break from cleansers because this is turning into a cleanser video, and I have a few more I want to talk about. So what am I gonna pick? I'll pick this guy right here. This is the ACV apple cider vinegar rinse. I had every intention of doing a blog post on this. I didn't do that. Well, I'll probably retrospectively did it, but it was in a favorites video a little while back, and this is just a great shampoo, conditioner, alternative, just like hair treatment to have in the mix. If you have like scalp issues, or if you just like want a quicker routine or something like that, this is really lovely. It does smell of the apple cider vinegar, but it just would like make my scalp feel amazing, and it would make my hair feel and look amazing. It's really, really nice. Definitely something I will be repurchasing down the line. I haven't tried anything else from this brand, but I'm super, super curious about this brand. I actually picked this up like January of February of last year at the Indie Beauty Expo, and it like hung out for months before I finally dove into it. But I've been seeing this brand in more places. It's like Ulta and at Sephora now, so I'm curious. They have like a salt scrub now that I really like to try since I've been enjoying the salt scrubs, and apple cider vinegar is just really good for your scalp health, especially if you're like prone to dandruff or candida or anything like that. It's just one of the few things that help like kick the butt of those things that can grow. So really scientific with kick the butt, but this is a good guy. I really enjoyed it, but again, it's something that I went through way fast, which was sad to see it go. A totally like luxurious, unnecessary but necessary thing is the Avene thermal spring water. I have bought a few of these at a few different places here in LA, like few places carry them. Like there's this great Larchmont beauty supply on Larchmont near like Go Get 'em Tiger and the Diptyque there. If you're ever in LA or if you live in LA and you haven't gone there, I really recommend Larchmont. That nice little strip of Larchmont that's between like 3rd and Beverly, I believe. It has like a bunch of really great beauty places, like indie beauty places. There's like a Blue Mercury there. There's a standalone Diptyque. Bunch of great places to eat, like Village Pizzeria is amazing. And then you have great coffee, like Go Get 'em Tiger. It's just a really nice little place. Great bookstores and whatnot. But anyways, back to that. I have purchased this there, and then when I went to Paris for my honeymoon, I like loaded up on this stuff because it's like stupid expensive for canned water, but it was like really reasonably priced at the French pharmacies. So I still have several backups of this. I just really like having this around, like to help with masks or soothing skin, or to just like layer on, to help with oils soaking in, to help with makeup. I also have gone through several of the little tiny mini ones. During the summer, I would like to carry one of those in my purse, and then when it would just be like uncomfortably hot, there's nothing more soothing than just like the fine mist of this on yourself when it's stupid hot. So yeah, an unneeded luxury item that I shamelessly love. And then let's see, I'll talk about this guy. This actually I think was in my like summer beauties essentials video. This is the black coconut coffee body scrub from Willow Body. They were really sweet and sent this to me a while back. Willow Body, I believe, is an Australian beauty brand. They mainly make like soaps and scrubs and stuff like this, and this was a coffee-based sugar scrub, and I really liked using this. Obviously only used it in the morning because it's coffee. Smelled really good. This was pretty like, even though it's just a little pouch, I got like a lot of uses out of this. It did a really good job of exfoliating the body. I would mainly only use it like on my arms to help with I forgot what this stuff is called, but it's like the red bumpy things that you gotta like make sure you exfoliate to get rid of. And then like my legs and stuff would just really be really nice. I need to get a new body scrub that I can use like day and night, because this was morning only. If I used this at night, I'd be a little screwed for sleeping. But that was really nice. And then this guy right here, this is the Sunday Riley Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. I used this up a long time ago. I actually put it in like my last Empties video, but I ended up editing it out because my review of it was like, this is nice, I enjoyed it, and that was it. Like very unuseful, but this is nice. I enjoyed it. Definitely a expensive moisturizer, but I have repurchased this. Of course, when I first bought it, I got it like with a gift card, and the second time I bought it with a discount. I'm always like the queen of like figuring out how I can get the luxury thing with a discount. And do I have any gift cards? People always give me the gift cards. I always cash in my credit cards for gift cards. Anyways, this is it's a really light, very cream, like very, I'd say slightly similar to like the Belief moisturizer, with that very like soft whipped kind of cream sort of consistency that would just really melt into the skin, almost like a really nice oil. It is rather brightening. It has alpha-arbutin in it, so it helps with pigmentation, it helps with dark spots, and then this also had some enzymes in it, so it's something that I'd have to be a little bit more aware of. If I was like overusing a lot of actives, I could easily annoy my skin, but if I was only using like 1 or 2 and then using this was really nice. This is something that if you've used during the winter, I think you really are going to have to layer up because it is a lighter weight moisturizer. So that's why this is something that I have mainly used during the summertime, but it still layers really, really well. It works well with layering with this different stuff. If you've tried the Farmacy or seen the consistency of the new Farmacy Honey Drop, I'd say they're rather similar in they're very like cream whipped texture. Yeah, but this is also, it's rather moisturizing even though it's a very lightweight formula. It has a lot of hyaluronic acid in it, so yeah, it was great. Expensive, but really nice. I think these are the only beauty things I'm going to be including in this video, and this is 2 different mascaras that I used up this past year. This one is the Heimish. I think it's the Dailism. I think that's the range, but this is their mascara. It's a tubing mascara, and I really, really enjoyed using this. It was really easy to remove. I didn't find that it flaked. It lasted a really long time. It lengthened, it separated, it did a good job. It was definitely more of like a very natural, everyday style of mascara. It wouldn't be like whoosh, but it would be very like office appropriate eyelashes, if there's office appropriate eyelashes. This helped create it, and it has a really nice curved wand, so it was really great for like getting in on the inner corner and on the lower lash line. I found that to be really helpful, and I think this is around $14. You can get it on Olali, so I loved this guy. Heimish makes some great stuff, great makeup and skincare. And then this is the Elizabeth Arden Lasting Impressions Mascara. I loved this. This was a fantastic mascara. I am so surprised I don't hear anybody talking about this or really talking about Elizabeth Arden in general. I have really only tried this and some of their eyeshadows, which I thought were awesome. But this is a fantastic mascara. The wand is really like fudged up at this point, so I can't like give a good example of what it was like, but this just like separated, it separated, lengthened them, just kind of like just made them super fluttery, super big. It was dramatic but not clumpy. It was just a really, really good mascara. I really enjoyed it. Okay, back to the world of cleansers. I have quite a few I want to talk about. These are 2 different balm cleansers that I finished up over the last whatnot. This is the Farmacy Green Clean. You've probably heard me yap about this several times. This is an awesome first cleanse. It has, well, it doesn't have right now since it's completely empty, but this has a very like sorbet icy style texture. Very, very similar to the Heimish All Clean Balm. Did a really, really great job of just taking off all the makeup, just dissolving all of your eye makeup. It was really gentle. It washed off in a way that didn't like make the skin feel stripped, but it did take away all of the makeup. So if you have a lot of makeup that you need to get off at the end of the day, and you like cleansing balms, this is something to check out. I really, really enjoyed this formula. And then this right here, this is the Sunday Riley Blue Moon Tranquility Cleansing Balm. When I first got this, I don't know, slightly after when it first came out, I was in love with it. I thought it was amazing. I thought it did a decent job of taking off makeup. I really mainly used it as a second cleanse or as like a moisturizing mask because it has all like the sugar in it. It was very like, had like some sort of like very moisturizing, like humectant qualities in there mixed in with the sugar and the different oils that it had. And I loved this. But when I first tried this, I hadn't tried very many things. So I have gone and repurchased this since then. There was like that scare that it was being discontinued, and I was like, oh no, and I ran out and got one, and I finally cracked it open after a few months of it sitting around. And I don't know if the formula has changed or my preferences have changed, because from now using it this time, it's not as like effortless to use as it was before. It's more gritty, more grainy than I remembered, and just not as much of a joy to use. Not such a great experience. Like, it's still like a nice balm cleanser, but I have tried so many things else that I think maybe my preferences also have changed. I tend to like things that are a little bit more almost like a silky cleanser if it's gonna be like a balm cleanser that takes off my makeup, or I want something that's a little bit more super hydrating and almost on the waxy side if it's going to be more of like a balm, like hydrating balm cleanser that's supposed to be more of a second cleanse. And this yeah, I don't know if things changed or if I changed, but it's still nice. $50 nice? No, definitely not. And then 2 more cleansers. These were actually purchased because Caroline Hirons recommended them, and I hated both of these. This is the Pacifica Instant Karma Facial Cleansing Oil. I think this might have been discontinued, but this is supposed to be a makeup cleansing oil remover, but the formula of this is just so thick that it just would sit on the skin. It was like impossible to remove. Didn't remove makeup, and it was impossible to remove from the skin. I'd have to like warm up a cloth and just like really have to like, almost like felt like I was scrubbing at my skin to get this off. It was super thick. Yeah, I did not enjoy this. And then this is the Botanics Hot Cloth Cleansing Balm, and this might just be a personal preference. I just don't think I care for hot cloth balms. So this was definitely more of like I'm opening it up as if it's in there, but this was definitely more on that really thick, almost waxy sort of salve type of texture that you would put on dry skin, and then with a hot cloth you would take it off. And I found that the formula of this just did not want to come off my face with a hot cloth, so I had to like scrub, and even with scrubbing I'd be left with this film on my skin that definitely would congest my face, which was really annoying. So I ended up using this just like to shave my legs. Like, same with this, I just ended up using these on my body somewhere. But yeah, I didn't care for it. Yeah, it might just be my personal preference of types of cleansers, but this was a fail for me. And both of those are like reasonably-ish priced items, which I'm always looking for, and they did not hit the mark. Another product that unfortunately wasn't for me is the Kukui and Jojoba exfoliator. This is I got it like as like a gift with purchase. I got a bunch of pie stuff as a gift with purchase when I bought like a full range of it years ago, and this took me forever to get through because I like, when I'm using a exfoliator, I like to use it on wet skin, and this is something that you would use on dry skin. It had a very like jelly style texture, and then it had jojoba beads. So jojoba is actually technically a wax, so it would have little like wax particles, which I guess is good because they're like, you know, they're water soluble, but I find that it just wouldn't really break down. I'd have to use extremely hot water to get it to break down, and I'd really have to feel like I was scrubbing at my face to get any exfoliation, because it was just like, it was so jelly that yeah, maybe if you want something extremely light, maybe this is great for you, but I didn't find that this did much, and I didn't care too much for the scent of it. So yeah, I really love a lot of pie products. Their like Calm range is amazing, but that just wasn't for me. Oh, and their masks are awesome. Another hair item I wanted to talk about, this is the Verb Hydrating Mask. I actually just finished this. This was really great. I've been super impressed with Verb hair care in general. They have a really good price point. I think everything is around $14. They just expanded their Ghost range, which I think is like $16, but yeah, still really affordable for a like salon, more higher end hair brand, but you can get them at like Sephora and Urban Outfitters. And so if you get it also with like a discount, it's like even better, but performed really, really great. It was a nice hydrating mask. It would be a mask that I would use in the shower. After I would shampoo, I would put this on my hair, clip it up, let it sit, shave my legs, do whatnot, and then rinse it out. And yeah, just really helped hydrate the hair, detangle. It was nice, hit the marks of affordability and niceness. Alrighty, I think I'm going to end it there. I have several more things, but this is already probably gonna be like a 25-minute long video. So I'll keep it at that length and not 45 minutes. So I'll save them for the eventual next one. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've tried any of these items and they've worked for you or didn't work, I'd love to know. I'm always curious when there's like something I love that didn't work for somebody, or if there's something that didn't work for me, how they ended up making it work. So let me know down below. So if you enjoyed it, throw it a like, subscribe if you're not already. And yeah, that's it guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.